What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jcast. We're back again with another video, guys. Today, we have the third of the three rants that me and Shixx recorded after a session of Solasta. This one is about the stigma of being a DM and different ways we can change it because of issues that we go into in that video. So, if you enjoy some of this man in the chair style content, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna stop wasting your time and send you on over to me and Shixx with another Dungeons and Dragons rant. Back at it again we are with more D&D conversations with Shixx. Today, stigmatization around being a DM and probably a few side tangents within that realm. Shixx, would you like to kick us off this time?
Sure. Yeah. It's a very daunting task staring down the barrel of being a DM. I remember the first time I was a DM, I was watching all these DMs comparing and like taking notes on what they did, how they prepped. And I tried to do all of it. It's a horrible mistake. Don't do that. Don't try to jump into being a DM and immediately doing all of the DM things.
Yeah,
You
don't
you don't you don't need to do that.
don't do my way of being a DM first either. My first time being a DM was when I decided I was going to try to make a tabletop,
Oh man.
and that was a shit show.
Yeah, like a whole tabletop from scratch, all the systems, all the
Uh-huh.
mechanics. Yeah.
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 Yeah. All while
Yeah.
never having DM'd before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And only having played tabletop RPGs for like a year.
Yeah.
It was a great time. Don't do it. I don't
Yeah.
recommend.
No. No.
No, but like the overall stigmatization, right, is that everybody really does. They look at it as that daunting task, right?
Yeah.
When it doesn't have to be, right? You know, there's so many resources out there to help you DM better. Use the modules. Use them. They will literally walk you through step by step how to DM.
Yeah. They will paint every single scene, every single encounter. They will give you all the responses and all the lines that all the NPCs say,
Yeah.
and you can read that shit verbatim
Yep.
and have a good time.
Yeah. You know, it's like it's so stigmatized. And this kind of ties back into a video we did a little while ago where there's that expectation, right, from these DMs like Matt Mercer, Brennan Lee Mulligan. You got to understand they were DMing since they were in middle school, high school. You know, so they spent
Yeah.
years mastering that
Yeah.
craft.
That's one thing a lot of people misunderstand about DMing. It's like, oh, you've been DMing for 5 years. You must be the greatest DM ever. I'm like, bro, I literally just came out of middle school in the DM schools. Like,
Yeah,
I haven't even went to high school for DMing yet.
right. It's like, you know, I think Matt Mercer said it himself, and I like referring to a lot of these types of people. I'm sorry, but he said it himself. He started DMing back in second edition, which came out in the 80s,
I believe, yeah.
90s.
It was the 80s, yeah.
Yeah,
Because first edition was 70s, so yeah.
yeah, it's like 80s or 90s. But he started DMing with that, you know. So he's been doing this a long time. He's had a long time to really hammer out how he wants to do it.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I've been DMing for 8 years,
Shit.
almost 8 years, and I feel like I just now discovered the DM that I am.
Yeah.
Like now, I can actually improve on myself as a DM because I've finally discovered who the fuck I am as a DM.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was just me figuring out, you know, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, um, and how I work with the systems.
Yeah.
And that legit took fucking almost 8 years.
Mhm. You know, it's like that.
But
Go ahead. Sorry.
that makes it sound more daunting than it is because it's about the journey.
Yeah. You know, like when we bring up how long we've been DMing and a lot of these things that we've gone through and kind of undertaken, right? We're not bringing them up to decentivize you even more. We're like, hey, don't do what we did, but also understand that you're not gonna be the best DM of all time your first time. There's gonna be hiccups.
And nobody expects you to. And if they do expect you to, then they must be a new player as well.
Then they must be a new player who's only watched Critical Role.
Right.
I've noticed that issue a lot, and at least in my case, of newer players that have only seen Critical Role really like judge how the DM does things.
You're like, he ain't changing his voice at all, blah blah blah.
Or Matt Mercer didn't rule this that way. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not Matt Mercer.
Yeah, it's like, here recently I've been training people how to DM, and the first thing that I tell them is that there's no such thing as a bad DM. There's no such thing as a bad player. There's just different styles.
Yeah.
And your primary job as a DM is to combine those styles into a system that works for everyone.
Yeah, and also just, you know, again, really driving home this fact. You're not only combining all these styles, but the main goal at the end of the day is to have that fun.
Right. Yeah.
So who cares if you accidentally said Carl fish instead of crawfish? No, who cares? Just laugh about it, move on. Shout out Legends of
Just roll
Adventures
with
for
it.
that example.
Just roll with it and make a new monster called Carlfish.
Yeah. Or, you know, give them a backstory. Just boom. Just kind of go with it. Don't
Yeah.
think too much. It's another thing I see, with the stigmatization is people being like, oh, like they get in their heads on if they
They
did this
over
right
plan.
or did this right, and it's like, yo, if the party didn't die, you did good.
Yeah. And
Unless
if the
you're,
party laughed, you did good.
the only time if the party lived, you did bad is if you're doing like a Souls like campaign. Then maybe you did bad.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, the party living, that's the good thing.
Which I think is probably number one mistake that you can make as a DM is spawning creatures that are beyond the player's level.
Yeah. Um, I'm sure me and you could do a whole
So
video going over CRs and how that works.
yeah, it's important to understand how CRs work. And to be completely honest, I still don't know the exact way CRs work.
So I
Because
think I figured it
like
out.
it's like because it's different for every class. And
Yeah.
it's like it's different for every creature. It's
Mm-hmm.
like some creatures, one CR is equal to 4 players at level 1. It's like, but that's if it's a balanced party. It's
Shout
like
out to
if you
my
have an unbalanced
yeah.
party, then 4 players against one CR creature is going to die immediately.
Shout out
So,
to speaking of that, shout out to my Everweave character. Warlock 8 HP died to 3 wolves.
oh no, you made a warlock too?
Yeah, it died to 3
Is it
wolves.
was it an elf?
It was. How'd you know?
Huh. Weird.
How'd you know? Who would have guessed it? Who would have thunk it, even? Nah,
Damn, you died to wolves, bro. That
yeah, it
sucks. I
was
almost
rough.
died to a log, so I ain't saying shit.
Also, another thing, DMs, when it comes to that stigmatization, embrace the weird shit like a character almost dying to a log. Fuck it. Dude wants to chop down a tree and it falls on him. That's his fault.
Yeah, I mean it worked out because later I burned that log for hitting me. I was like, "Yeah, fuck you, log." And then
Exactly.
later I used the charred bits of that log to write a spell circle and summon a minor fighter elemental, so it worked out.
Yeah. Also, another weird stigmatization is that I've noticed, and it's also like a stereotype and generalization. DM, like, it's the stereotype of the DM, like, hating the fact that the players go left when you wanted them to go right. Shixx here has a great experience with that one. Shout out to Jane. Shout out to Jane.
Bruh. Look, when they decided to go left when I wanted them to go right, honestly, it made my job easier when I just let go.
Yeah.
Because, at first I was annoyed. No, I was not gonna lie, I was annoyed. I was like, fuck, I had this whole right path figured out. I knew what was gonna happen. I knew what they're gonna run into. Everything was planned and thought, and they went fucking left. Now I don't have a fucking clue. But it worked out better that way because it was more natural, I guess, is a way to put it.
Yeah, it kind of like really kind of let the story form,
Yeah.
you know. And that's another thing with the stigmatization. Everybody thinks you gotta prepare everything.
Right.
Don't.
And you don't got to. I mean, certain styles of DMs you kind of do.
Yeah, like if you're going for a
Um,
linear line.
right. Like if you're going linear DM and like if you're following a module, you kind of have to because, they obviously if you're running a module, they can't just decide to go to the fucking opposite side of the world and farm like I mean, I guess they could, but like if your goal is to go through the module, you really can't.
Yeah, if you guys are trying to go through the mines of Panhandler, if you guys aren't making your way towards the mines of Panhandler, there's a problem.
Yeah. Personally, those aren't my styles of campaigns at all.
No.
I've never ran a module. Um, personally, because I find the idea of running a campaign a certain way or railroaded or linear just boring as a DM.
Yeah.
But that's just because I love writing and world building and coming up with shit.
Yeah. Obviously, me and him, we're going to be two very different people from probably the most of you watching this video,
Yeah,
right?
most people are the opposite of that.
Yeah. Most people, quite literally, and I mean this when I say this, quite literally, could not care less about making their own world.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of people they hear homebrew and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to play that."
Yeah. And that's nothing against you guys.
Right.
Trust.
Yeah.
More power to you for liking modules. It just ain't us.
No. Now, as a player, I don't mind modules because to me, as a player, it's just kind of like playing Baldur's Gate.
Mm.
It's playing,
Yeah.
a
Or,
curated
yeah.
experience, I guess.
Or it's like playing Solasta,
Yeah, or like Celeste. Yeah.
you know, where, we really are just there. Obviously, it's a linear path. We know where we're supposed to be going. Maybe. Sometimes we get lost.
You mean for the first 20 minutes of every every time we play?
No. But no, it
Uh,
really is. It's like there's too much stigma, and you
yeah.
know, don't don't let it get to you, right? Don't let this. Oh well, this person does this, so I have to do this. Don't do that. in even us, even experienced DMs sometimes like get that kind of like anxiety with that type of stuff. So I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think it's just you.
Even to this day, I worry whether or not people are having fun.
I think that's a natural thing to worry about.
Yeah. It's like I don't think that's ever gonna go away. I feel like every single session I do, my main concern is making sure everybody's having a good time and that people are immersed. And I always overthink and worry about that every single time.
And he does a great job at making sure we're having fun. Because I was having a great time in Star Adventures until saving Jane, until I wasn't. You dick.
But I mean, that's also part of it. You want them to hate you a little bit.
Yeah, you want your players to be like, "Ah, oh, man, fuck this guy," but also be like, "Yo,
They can't
that shit
always
you
win.
did, phenomenal." Like in the moment, when you subvert them a little bit, you want them to be like, "Oh, bro, fuck you." But the moment that session's over, the first words out of their mouth are probably going to be something like, "Yo, dude, that twist, fucking great."
Yeah.
You know, it's there's really like no need for the stigma that's
Really,
there.
yeah, you want them to go through all the emotions
Yeah,
in your session.
maybe not all at once.
Not all at once though, but you want them to laugh, you want them to be very mad, you want them to be very sad, you want them to go through all of them.
I was the cause of that one time. Actually, no, twice. I was the cause of the same dude to lose a character in a session.
Yeah.
To be fair, neither of those were my fault. Except they were. Sorry, not sorry. I literally had that player feeling every emotion imaginable. And I wasn't even the DM.
Damn.
You were there for both of those, I think.
Probably. Yeah.
There's the one with the insane half work,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one with the speeder in Star Adventures.
Oh, yeah, yep,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
those. Yep.
yeah. Might be. I'm actually the most disappointed in the Star Adventures one because I really wanted to see where that guy was going with that character.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer moment because I think we all did, and then when that happened, we all kind of just stopped playing.
we, we all collectively were like, okay.
Uh, which I could have pulled some like DM God shit and be like, oh, miraculously he's back alive.
But nah, man. I went left. He dove left.
Uh,
It
but
happens.
there, it just happened.
And that's another thing. Just let it happen.
Yeah,
Right? Like, obviously, you don't want your player characters dying. But sometimes, if you just let it happen, it'll have the best moments of impact.
facts.
Those will be the moments that you talk about and remember forever is either, oh, dude, remember when so and so died in the most funny fucking way possible? Or, dude, the way so and so died was the most epic shit imaginable.
And I will say, like, if you don't feel comfortable with like an entire party, some of my best experiences were one-on-one DMing, like me DMing one player.
Mm,
Like even if you just get together with one of your friends and you practice DMing with like your best friend, like that's totally okay.
yeah,
Like you don't have to have four people to play D&D.
no. It's
It's
sometimes
like some
funner.
of my best experiences were with one player.
Yeah, sometimes it's funner that way, but, to have more players. But also, don't overdo it. Don't have too many players.
Yeah, don't go in there with 8 players your first time
No,
DMing.
no. You will pull every single one of your hairs out within 10 minutes.
I've seen that. I've seen new DMs do that, and I've probably messaged you. I'm like, bro, he's doing his first session with 8 players. Should I tell him not to do this or
I
let him
think
go? Let
I
him do
think
it.
you straight up did tell me that. I think I said let him learn. He'll figure out why that was a mistake. He'll learn.
Oh.
But yeah. Moral of the story, TLDR of the video, I think. Just do it. It's not as bad as you think it
Yeah,
is.
just do it. Do it, and do what you can.
Yeah.
Like you
Just
don't have to do it a certain way.
no.
You don't have to hold certain standards. You
No.
don't have to, be within certain lines or any of that shit. Just
Just
do it the way you want and can do it.
yeah, just do it. Just DM. Please. We have too many forever
We
DMs that need relief.
Yes, I think everybody should be a DM.
And if you know what, for every like this video gets, will be one new DM and one break that the forever DM doesn't have to DM.
Damn.
That's gonna
But
happen.
you know, for me, it's hard because I almost prefer DMing over playing now.
That's just because you miss me. Nah, I know what you mean though. I get that. I was like,
Yeah.
as much as I love being a player, sometimes I miss being the DM.
Yeah.
You know, there's got to be the happy balance.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to DM every time, but
No.
most of the time.
Yeah, that being said, perfect segue, I think, for this video. Join the Ninja Studios Discord, where we can have some tabletop fun. You guys can DM with me and Shixx in a game. You guys can be a player in a game with me and Shixx as a DM. That's
Hell
always
yeah.
available.
Try out new tabletops like
Yeah.
Avatar.
Like Avatar Legends, or if you haven't tried it, and you should, and I can't stop singing the praises of this system enough. Shixx has heard me gush about it for way too long. Vampire the Masquerade. Try it. Play it. It's so good.
It is. It is. It is way too underrated. It's insane.
It's too underrated because it's not combat focused.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Well, I mean,
it's
yeah.
narrative
Yeah.
driven. Very, very narrative driven.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that they don't even call it a DM or a GM. They call it a storyteller. Is your GM.
Mm-hmm.
But before we go on to that tangent,
Yeah. Yeah.
any final thoughts? Because I think we got everything covered here.
No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah.
All
Don't be
right.
scared of being a DM.
Yeah, don't be
Fucking do
scared.
it.
Do it. Just do it, or I'll break your kneecaps.
Yeah.
Then you'll truly have something to be afraid about. Me popping up in your shower, being like, "You haven't DM'd yet." God.
And don't forget to watch Bob Ross before you do.
Don't do that. Do not do that. Bad idea. Anyway, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. Let us know down in the comments if you guys want to see more content like this from us. And with all that being said, everyone, I've been Jake Castawell. He's been Shixx. You guys have been the viewers, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Peace.